But yeah, so like I was just linked. I was linked to the side of my videos. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I can't edit. What am I supposed to do when I'm down here? And I'm not even saying anything. I'm just like,
tell folks that there's really nothing to see here.
That's crazy.
There was no hey guys, how are y'all?
Hello.
Look here, YouTube.
Bruh, oh my god, I got a notification that you're live. Oh my god, it's doing so much better.
I just got.
Oh wow, on time. Holy shit! Look at that.
I know. I'm like, what? Shut the front door.
That is impressive.
Because it don't.
That is
sometimes.
Impressive.
Girl, it told me my video was up today for a video I put out 3 days ago. I was like,
wow.
YouTube don't be liking us.
Same.
Hey, Elizabeth.
I feel you. Same
welcome back, Lady V. Welcome back.
I don't have my thingy about.
Thank you for joining. Please do not forget to clicketh the like button.
Clicketh the liketh.
And share. Por favor. Actually, I was supposed to have my banner up. Yeah, there we go. Close enough. I probably should edit that because House of Dragon is over, but we'll wait. So how are we today, ladies?
I'm ready for the storm to be storming.
I look forward to no storms anymore. I just told you what happens with me living downtown. I'll be happy for about 5 minutes and then it goes away. And I despise that.
I hope your day is great. Out there? We're waiting for a storm. It's hot as hell.
Yeah.
It's currently 93 degrees.
I'm pretty sure I saw fucking Sam and Frodo running to get to the damn mountain. Listen, when I was on my way home.
They're trying. It's hot as hell.
Shit.
Hence my lights being off and me in a tank top because I don't really have all of this out. But it's too hot.
You got it all out today.
Listen, I can't. I was like, what is the way that I can wear a tank top and have a bra that kind of sorta, because it's hot. It's too hot for bras. It's too hot for everything.
Yeah. I mean, forget the temperature. You in the house. I leave my bra at the door.
I can't because I move too much. And I'm on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, well, yeah. See, and you got all of that right there. I don't. Thank goodness.
I'm
so
like,
happy.
Out. Titties be tittying and like bing bang 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 bop. I can't have it.
Yep. That is a problem that 90% of the women in my family have, and I am so glad I don't have those problems.
I'm the same one. I'm the itty bitty titty committee in my family. Everybody else has giant jugs.
Well, I'm also very fat, so my fat is my titties and my tum tum.
I can run up and down the stairs. Like I can do all sorts of activities. My boobs don't get in the way. My sisters be like, they got to run down the stairs like this.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. To get hot, you got to do the tuck.
They got.
Yeah. So that's our intro for the day. Boobs. That's how we feel about them.
Titties. Absolutely.
The titties be tittying. Y'all know I'm a lady loving lady, so I love when titties be tittying. I will never not like that.
Never gonna be against that.
It's just
never, not ever.
Right now.
Let them free. Let them free. Let them breathe.
I can't.
Where are we from? Me and Meeks are in Ohio. Sphinx, what's that? Where are you?
I am in Georgia.
Georgia. I know it was somewhere down there. I couldn't remember where.
I'm down south. I'm from California, but I live in Georgia.
That is
from South Carolina.
Vast difference. Did you guys move when y'all were kids though, right?
Who, me?
Or was it when? Yeah.
No, I got stationed here when I was in the Army.
Yeah. Ah. Okay.
And then I just
never left.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, here's your discharge. You can go home now. Well, about that.
I got married. I started having babies. I was like, well, we'll just settle down.
Yeah. It's over there. Might as well just, kick your feet up.
Yep. Been here ever since.
I don't even remember what's going on.
So yeah, how are y'all feeling about these 2 episodes? Because I have exactly like 15, not even 15, around 12 bullet points for episode 3.
Hold on,
and like that's it. Like there's a lot of stuff happened. Is the best thing I could say. A lot of stuff happened. But
a lot of information was given to us. You know what I'm saying? Like we were filled in on a lot of stuff. But
some things.
I'm just like Y'all got 2 episodes left. That's why I just
is it
like,
right? Exactly. Is it stuff that is even gonna pan out? Is it stuff that we really actually needed right now? I don't know about that. I don't know if I can say that.
Well, because most of these 2 episodes were mostly like Klaus. We got to see a lot going on with Klaus. I got beef for Klaus. We really didn't get to see.
You said you got beef with Klaus?
Yeah, this episode
I got beef for this episode. First of all, well, okay, let's get a problem. The intro, yeah, both of them, both of them. He was tripping for both of them. The episode starts with our squid girl. You know, this random ass giant squid gets caught. The background. And then they end up, I guess it took a minute. Maybe she was asleep. I don't know. But they ended up seeing fingers moving and they cut it open and out comes this little 6-year-old girl. And the only thing that she says is the cleanse. And who put her in the squid?
I still don't get it.
Why was she in the squid?
She said that she was probably thrown overboard. And apparently, I think they're trying to insinuate that the squid like swallowed her.
Without biting her in half?
I guess because she
said, I mean, it was a giant squid, but you could gauge how big the mouth is by looking at one of our squids. There's no way.
I still don't get it. I'm okay.
I don't know any other way she could have got inside of this.
I've made peace
giant squid
with it being weird. It's just weird.
Maybe she was beamed into there. They were trying to send her someplace else, and she accidentally ended up inside the squid. Like I don't understand why it came to that. And that was how we were going to start her origin story.
But
that just didn't make sense.
Why was Reggie there?
He's everywhere.
Coincidentally,
because he's everywhere.
How did he know to be there?
He's everywhere.
Like,
yep.
He is everywhere.
Yep. It's wild. We are doing spoilers for only episodes 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
5 and 6 we'll handle on Friday.
5 and 6.
Keep me
I'm gonna actually drink during those.
See, I was kind of thinking this too, but I need more of a backstory than what they gave us for this. Because I need things to make sense. I like crazy twists.
They were like, shit's weird.
I mean, this is the Umbrella Academy. We expect shit to be weird. We want it to be weird and randomly quirky, but we want explanations for that shit too.
Yeah, I like when things make sense.
I can't be invested if there's not enough. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, okay, this shit's
exactly
weird. All right,
exactly. Yeah. It can't just be all just not making any sense and it's just weird and we just got to accept it. Like, you got to tell me something. You got to
be like, okay,
fill me in.
Yeah,
seriously.
So
we go from the squid over to Klaus is like 30 seconds post resurrection from the marigold,
having a conniption,
and he's yelling at Allison and no one else.
Exactly.
But Allison.
But just Allison.
Allison is the only one that tried to tell them no, he wouldn't want this.
She's the only one that takes care of him.
She's the only one that has been helping you for the past years.
Because she was the one that physically did it.
Well, I feel like he also blames her because he feels like she's always the one. You know, she's always the one doing something or fixing or trying to fix it. Like, she's the one taking the action, even though everybody else is telling her what to do. So I'm just like, at this point, dog, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I get it. I get you being upset, but being upset at just her is real stupid.
But being upset at just her is ridiculous. Exactly. Why didn't you have that smoke for everybody? Maybe he wasn't
filled in on the whole situation, how she was pressured to do it. I don't think she ever said that to him.
I don't think she got a chance to.
Yeah, I don't think they ever had a conversation where it was like everybody was telling me to do
explanations.
It. Yeah, he was just like, you did it and you knew what I wanted. Like, you knew I didn't want this. You knew. That's the thing. If anybody, you knew. She did.
And that's fair. She did know. But what are you gonna do with all of them in there? All they would have done was just snatch the thing out of her hand and then did it anyway.
Yes.
So either way, we would have gotten to this same conclusion. And Klaus knows them just as well as he knows Allison. So again, if you're gonna have smoke, I get it, but have that for everyone involved.
Everybody.
Because it's bullshit. Allison is the one that you should give the most leeway on the
I think
situation right now.
he's closest to Allison because they've been living together for like 5 years, and all the other siblings have been estranged. So I think he held her to a higher standard because
she's been there with him.
She watched him go through his sobriety and working on his, as far to the left as he went, as far as staying safe and trying to stay alive and be healthy and clean and a germaphobe and everything. She was very close to that whole situation. So I think he expected more from her when it came down to it, that she would honor his wishes.
Okay, but what other outcome would he have seen? Because we would still be here. So let's say either way, I think also the way he was laying down, the first thing he sees is her.
Yeah,
so I think he just put it. Yeah, I think he just put it together, and because she's the first one he saw, and she was still holding the thing, he gave that.
He was like, "What did you do?
I mean, it's not exactly. It's not just what she did. That's my problem, and I don't think here, especially because he's not. We've seen how Klaus has been moving for this whole season for these run of episodes. You're actively choosing now to be doing this stuff.
Yeah,
this isn't your addiction or any of that. The very first thing you do after you have your conniption, and I get it, you had to get all that off your chest or whatever, but you immediately go home and start stealing. You don't have to make that choice.
I think his
you don't have to do any of that.
His addiction, like the two kind of go hand in hand. Like he acted like the marigold was falling off the wagon. And because he got the marigold, now he has to go back to a life of drugs and
just to cope with what's going on. And I feel like he preemptively did that just to like numb himself before the shit that he didn't want to see was popping up. And I think that did a disservice to him. Like he didn't need to.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, that he didn't need to do that. You could have still been holding out strong. Be mad, I understand, but you still could have been holding out and keeping to your shit. It's been 6 years. You have been sober and clean. You also should know by now how to have a better hold on your powers. This isn't your first go around. Like this isn't you with the training wheels on, learning your steps. You don't have that excuse anymore. So to see him fall back like that without the use of a narcotic, that's just it didn't sit well with me. There's a lot, I think, in these 2 episodes that didn't sit well with me.
Yeah, because he was slipping out all the way until he got to the guy, and he didn't have anything as far as we know, because that's where
exactly he had nothing in his system until he coaxed that guy into shooting him, and then got caught up. Because what did you expect would happen once this low-life asshole saw that, oh, you wait,
I'm sorry,
you're one of those weird random people.
Oh, you came back. That's weird. I could use that. Weird.
You couldn't go anywhere else, though. I understand that you were trying to look for someone to provoke you. Run in front of a truck. Go walk. Take a long walk off a short bridge.
Anything, but
you go right to the drug dealer. And the moment when you start this conversation, he's like, "Oh, I only owed you like 5,000 or something. So I'm never gonna pay you that back. So you might as well just go with the flow. I mean, Klaus, sir.
Anything.
It erases everything that he's done to get to this point, and I think again that's just a really huge disservice to him to just make him trip up and fall back like that. It doesn't make sense for his character.
It's just weird.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
And it's not the good weird. I don't like it.
I tried to get in his mind and try to understand, like, maybe it's like really traumatizing to be able to die all the time. And
I'm sure it is
coming back to life. And maybe it's hard to cope with that. So you have to use, not have to, but you use drugs and alcohol
to like numb it
as a way. Yeah. As a way to like deal with it. Cause it's crazy. You're immortal. Also, he can float now. That's new.
Well, yeah, and seeing the ghost.
And he's seeing ghosts. Yeah, he has
so
to deal with seeing ghosts all the time. Spirits.
Because he mentioned that he was always inebriated and always high because it kept him from seeing.
Because it numbed his senses. Yeah,
but
so
we hadn't even got.
Okay, hold on. Right, see that's what I'm saying. He flag on the play because they broke canon with that. That's a missing item right there. You went and first of all you did all the yelling and nonsense with Claire Bear, and I don't appreciate that. She's a sweetheart and she didn't deserve none of that shit that you were doing. Because just like her mama, she was the only one over here trying to help you again. And
he went straight into crack.
He takes all that stuff. I'm assuming he went and pawned it because he didn't have it while he was in the alley floating. But he still doesn't have any drugs in his system, as far as we know. I think if he was on something, they would have shown us. They would have shown us that he did that. So you're still sober here. What did you do with the money? There's other places you could have gone to get stuff. Why did you choose to come here?
Like $40,000.
$40,000 exactly. And then you purposely provoke him. If that's what you were gonna do. Why did we even need to go through that bullshit of seeing you ransack the house and yelling at Claire? You could have just left,
went right there,
and went right to the alley and waited for him. You didn't have to do all this other shit.
Making that man kill him, like what? Why?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
He doesn't
what
get
did
some
he think
sort
was
of
going to happen?
He's not like he doesn't get like a adrenaline high off of getting killed or anything like that. Like it's not fun to get killed and get shot, but he provoked that dude to kill him.
To kill him when he knew he wasn't going to stay dead. What was the goal?
And also, why is he revealing his powers? Why is he floating in the air when he knows
in the middle of a fucking alley?
Yeah, obviously he's linked up with the drug dealer and told. I think his name is Quinn.
I can't remember.
Maybe
I think it's
I don't know. Random lead thug number 5.
Lead thug number 5. He tells him to come meet him in the alley. He's already number 1 floating, and then number 2 has the man kill him so he can reveal that he's immortal. Like, what was his goal? And obviously, like you said, he's clean at this time. He's not high. He's not drunk.
Yep.
He's yet to get any drugs yet. So I don't understand what the whole point was. And Klaus is my dude. Like, that's my guy. I love Klaus. Yeah,
but dog, this was trash. I hated it.
But I did.
Garbage.
It didn't make any sense to me. I was like, what is he trying to do? Like, what are you trying to do? Why do you call the one person you owe $40,000 to get some drugs when there's a drug dealer on every fucking block? You can find one
anywhere else.
Yeah, but you call the person you owe all this money and then make them kill you.
Right, and you're not going to stay dead.
Yeah,
are you so much of a pussy now that you can't go try to take yourself out? You have to put that on somebody else?
Bruh, I just felt like he probably did it just for the shits and gigs at this point, for the sensationals of coming back. Because I don't know.
Is that his drug now? Like he went to the pawn shop, got rid of all that stuff, but then figured out, nope, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go over here and mess with this guy.
They failed by showing him ransacking the house, breaking the little Claire Bear's piggy bank, taking the TV, and
stole from the baby.
But then for what? What did he do with the money? Right. Like, what happened to the money?
Exactly.
We don't know.
Continuity error.
Floating in the alley, broke as fuck, trying to get killed.
When he knows he can't die.
And he knows he can't die.
It does not make sense for him to be making any of these moves.
No,
that's no benefit to it at all. It was.
Well, honestly, that's pretty much collapsed the entire episode. So now I don't have to talk about it until next episode.
Yeah,
that was him the entire episode.
That's why I wanted to get him to fuck out the way.
But then nobody else really did anything either. Because I was like, what happened in 3? I'm clicking through it and I'm like,
there's a
one thing prostitute, which is interesting.
You said what?
He's a psychic prostitute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
in a
crazy.
very random way. They could have done so many more kooky things with that, but no. He's got the nicest room in the crack house, basically.
I'm just like, how are you keeping me in here? Is my question. Like, how are you keeping me in here?
They locked him in there.
How many people have died in there? And you're not using your power to have them unlock the doors and kick this dude's ass? so you can leave.
I'm gonna leave.
I feel like he didn't.
Man.
He didn't want to leave either.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't want to.
Leave, but when he had the chance, he did.
He rolled out, right? So
I feel like maybe he was perfectly fine with being the psychic prostitute until he had that run-in with the chick where she just basically beat him up, and she was like, "I'm not paying you," and they made the little negotiation where he's like, "Okay, give me the brooch, and I'll tell you where the money is." And it's like, then he changed his mind. He was like, okay, I got to get out of here. Because it's not.
Because he wanted the money. He wanted the money to be gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much.
There's so, with the powers he has, there's so many easier ways to make money, bro. You're being trafficked, Klaus. And they didn't even try to put the Umbrella Academy spin on that. No, you're just being trafficked. You're a gay man that is being forced to sleep with a straight woman.
I think he's bi.
I thought he was
bro,
bi.
is he?
Yeah. I think he's
bi.
Bi.
Wait, yeah. He had that the chicken when he was on the road with the cult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's right. I forgot about that. We've mostly seen him with dudes. I forgot.
It's not him sleeping with the woman. It's the spirit sleeping with the woman.
It's the spirit, but it's still using his body.
But he don't know that because
he don't have he don't have no recollection of it or anything. I don't know. They don't really say, but from what
I think he remembers or he sees, but he's not experiencing it, so he just doesn't feel like it's a problem because he's not going through it.
Yeah,
I feel like still gives me the ick.
Listen, it gives me the ick. Yeah.
This is what they did with the character, Lady V. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I told you. Listen, I'm done.
You know which John to stay away from.
And then we can also cross off another character real quick because they also didn't do anything this episode until the very end, which is Ben.
That was my third note on the page is I don't give a fuck about Sparrow Ben.
Ben walked away trying to find Jennifer, and we didn't see him until he found Jennifer at the end. I really don't like this Ben. And it's not even the
asshole. He's the fucking worst.
Right. They gave him the worst type of personality. Like, why couldn't y'all do some timey-wimey something and give us Sweet Ben back?
Yeah.
Like, I know he had his big crossover moment and all that.
Season
and this might take away from that.
That we lost
season
that
2, I think it was.
No.
I think it was season 2.
Season 2?
Yeah. When his spirit was finally able to cross over. Wasn't it season 2? Because that was when
so when did the Sparrows
that was when Harwin came in. Sparrows
was
season 3.
Okay. Yeah, so season 2, yeah. I'm like, we had a good 2 seasons with nice.
We had awesome Ben, and then y'all gave us this fuck face.
What's crazy?
Who I thought was gonna be okay, but he's not. My bad. Go ahead.
Why are they so? I'm sorry, but why are they so attached to this Ben? They know that's not their Ben.
I wouldn't give a shit what this dude's doing.
He consistently says, "Y'all ain't my family
all the time," and then
consistency says he doesn't want to be around them.
And this ties into something we're going to talk about in a little bit, but also they hold Reggie to this same standard to their Reggie. Like they act like he's the one that did.
That's another one of my notes.
Yeah,
I'm just like so confused. Like y'all are listen. If you was really about this business, you would have said this shit to the original,
Exactly. And that's the thing. When Victor said, like, I'm constantly having this argument in my head with Dad. Okay, I understand that. I get your feels.
But I'm not your dad.
It's like when we did a Secret Invasion. When what the fucking boy, what the hell was the boy's name?
Girl, I know
the adopted son. I don't remember his name, but the adopted alien boy that Fury had is talking all this shit back to him, letting all of his feels out as to why he chose to go the villain path because of the shit with Fury, and that wasn't even Fury. That he was talking to Khaleesi the whole time, wasn't even Fury.
Yeah, I think you got to straighten out your timelines and remember who you're talking to. And this Reggie
exactly
kept telling him, he was like, "I'm not the one that did this.
I'm not that one that did this shit.
I didn't."
And this Reggie, I respect a little bit more because one, he at least will take criticism and actually let it rumigate in his head a little bit. And two, he is very openly honest, brutally so sometimes. He says, okay, I didn't do this, blah, 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 blah. This
he does sound like an
right
asshole,
here in our timeline.
Wow.
But what he says also is, I will say, though, that does sound like something I would do.
Yeah,
so if other me do that, I believe you.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he said. He was like, I didn't do it, not me. But it would be something
sounds
that
like something I would have thought of.
Yeah.
So and I respect that, because he is definitely, he's not completely dismissing them. Is he talking hard and being an asshole all the time? Yes. That's just he fully owns that. He knows, and he's just like, oh, I'm still gonna talk my shit though.
He's like, because we got a plan. We got to figure out what the fuck to do, and y'all
exactly.
Yeah, that was something I ain't
but
doing.
He does.
The problem still
he does take things into consideration.
Timelines. Mm-hmm. His personality is the same in every timeline.
I just think he's hilarious. The way he'd be like, he'd be like, y'all are trash. Damn, that's why he was mad at y'all. I was like, ooh.
What about? Well, I'll wait till we get there.
Look, we always bounce all over the place. Anyway, but like one of the last scenes that I watched with them is when they were at the house, and when Victor has his huge blow up moment, and then at the end of it, the top flight security comes in, and he looks at him like, "Oh well, you sure did take your sweet time, bitch. What the hell was he gonna be able to do to Victor anyway? What was he gonna be able to do to any of them?"
I was like, what are you supposed to do? Victor over here about to blow up this whole entire fucking place.
I don't know.
You think Top Flight's gonna do something to help you?
Throw a can at
what I will say with Victor, he has definitely learned how to control his tremors now, which I really appreciate, because if this would have been season 1, Victor, that Hargreaves would have been dead. There would have been no holding back.
The Hargreaves, everybody would have been dead. Everybody,
the whole block. I think everything within like a mile radius would have been gone.
I feel like he's still unstable, because his emotions are high all the time. He's very emotional, especially when it comes to Reginald. And so I think he is holding on, but I think he's like barely holding on to popping off. Because when they were in the van,
very true, I agree,
and everybody was barfing and shit, he popped off on accident.
Yeah, the windows, but it was needed. I agree.
Up the whole van.
I would have fought Diego.
I understand why that happened though, because
the
levels of vomit and
baby
shark I could deal with, but it's everybody vomiting and Diego throwing the damn piss bottle around, bro. And also Diego,
just pulled.
I have beef with Diego.
I'm just
if you do not get your shit together,
I'm tired of Diego. Diego wants so badly to be
complaining.
Boom. He
is the most insufferable asshole. But and you know what it is? You know what it is? And I kind of like how subtly they've done this, but Luther, I will say, is the MVP for these 2 episodes. Because way back episode 1, he's the one that told Diego, like, yo, bro, I mean, I get it, what you're saying, but y'all look like y'all got a real good thing. You know what I would do to have this? People would kill to have this mundane ass life that you have. You should cherish that.
It's so stupid. He's so
but
dumb.
All you're doing is complaining, and then you wonder why Lila has to make up some random shit so she can go
and do something
and get herself together and not take it out on you or the kids, which you don't seem to know the difference of, bro. You complaining, that's also still abuse. She has to listen to that whining every day in, day out.
About being
and she's
so
still here with your ass.
With what you guys have created here.
So Lila complains just as much.
Yeah, they both complain. And I'm like, listen, y'all just need to sit down and have a conversation about what y'all need, what y'all want to do. You got to make time for yourself, and y'all not making time for yourself. So you're complaining about it all the time. Like, bruh, either put up or shut up.
They're in a rut.
Tired.
That is the communication has always been a horrible thing with those two. And I understand how Lila's brain works. So I get it. Like, honestly, I'm surprised that even in this timeline, she stuck around as a stay-at-home mom for the most part with 3 of them kids. She
never wanted to. She wanted to be gone.
Because this is not her. Exactly. So if that doesn't say I love you, Diego, then I need you to just let this woman go.
And the thing is,
Because
I think they both love each other. They really do. They both love each
they
other.
do.
But
Absolutely.
they're
I
just
agree.
unhappy. They're used to being adventurous and used to being spontaneous. That's
exactly.
how they met.
It's because they come from this background. Like Diego was literally a superhero.
They do need marriage counseling.
And now he's just delivering packages. How you go from being a superhero, raised up from a child to be a superhero, and now you work
a regular
for
man. You're a
and
regular man.
I totally understand that. But that's the thing with Diego. He keeps living in this pipe dream because he doesn't have anything else to fall back on. So he's trying to press 5 all the time about getting into the CIA. Bro, you don't have those qualifications. And I need you to accept that. And also, if you want to not be this fuck shit delivery job that you have to have, then do something else.
Do something else.
Put in the work. Go take some extra training. It's going to be a little more hours and you're going to be a little more tired. But once you're done with that, then you can actually have the qualifications to get something better. But you don't want to do that because you think it should just be handed to you because you're lazy as fuck and you refuse to see outside of your tunnel vision, which sucks. And yes, they do definitely need counseling. I agree. And I also agree. Where did the comment go? Yeah, the kids are the only reason he was able to hold on to her. With the way he's been acting, that's the only reason.
And I feel like Diego
saving grace
he's not just like too much of a hothead. He's just impulsive. He doesn't listen. He thinks he has the answer for the situation and his solution is it. So I'm going to do my solution regardless of if it leads. Like with the trash, he could have explained like, oh yeah, they left quickly. So, let me go look for the trash. He just was like, yeah, I'm about to be doing something. Y'all stay here. I'm going to go do this and watch.
Right. I'm going to go have an adventure.
He thinks he's Inspector Gadget. He thinks
Bruh.
he's the inspector.
He really do.
The detective of the year. He's like, I'm about to find all this. He didn't even realize that Lila and Five were gone.
They were gone. Bruh. Oh my God, Diego.
But he's supposed to be a CIA agent. Okay.
Exactly. He not only is he too much of a hothead to be in the CIA, but he doesn't pay enough attention to detail when it really counts.
Yeah.
Did you go and find that document in the trash? Yes. Okay. You're smart for going to look at that. But there were other things already in that room that you could have used.
Coming back and not realizing that your brother gone. Five blinks and your wife can mimic the power of somebody she's with and they both just appear behind you. My first instinct would have been like, where the fuck y'all went?
Yeah,
you walked into that room and nobody was in that room.
Where'd y'all come from?
Exactly. Nobody was there. And all of a sudden y'all just on the couch. Like,
but all he cares about is little information he found. He's like, look at this.
Look at this. Look what I found.
Look what I just did.
Yeah.
Back on top, baby.
It's very Stewart. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Right, exactly. Oh, that's such a good comparison.
I can't.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Exactly. He just drives
TV used to be so good.
Wall. He drives me up a wall.
He grinds my nerves.
But what also grinds my nerves is Five not telling anybody about this shit. He's not telling anybody about the subway. He's not telling anybody about only being able to blink in the subway. He's not telling anybody about the linear time travel. Linear or side, you know what I mean?
It's a big ball. No, we'll use Doctor Who reference. It's a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
He didn't mention that to anybody.
That's it. No,
I feel like these siblings are so estranged and have no trust between them that they don't talk about anything.
No,
there's no. I mean, they've come a long way. A lot of shit has happened. They've had a lot of trauma and they've been through a lot of shit. And they've all gone their separate ways. So I do kind of get why Five's not telling anybody because I feel like he thinks he's kind of above everybody because he is in the CIA.
Oh yeah, always. He's always been that arrogant.
Yeah, so
I feel like they're more emotionally available for each other as siblings, but when it comes down to like working as a team to get something accomplished, they're still all over the place.
Yeah, that's still broken. And there's again too many side quests. It's just like The Boys. I think we mentioned that last time. It's just like how they did this last season of The Boys. It's too much side questing. We're supposed to be a team
together. Yeah, they need to be together and not apart because now I got all the shit that I don't care about. Like I don't care about what Diego is doing. I think Diego's dumb. Where the hell is Luther? Nobody knows where Luther is. Ben's off wandering by himself until he eventually runs into a dude that tells him where Jennifer is. Like where the hell is Claire and Allison? Where do they go? Nobody knows.
I have a question. Ben, why was he number one in the Sparrows how did you and all of this greatness that you think you have, you're standing on a empty road and just all of a sudden you don't even hear this huge truck pull up behind you. You don't hear the door open and close. You don't hear nothing until Sai says something to you.
That's arrogance.
Where's your sixth sense at?
That's what that is. That's all arrogance. They don't pay attention to anything around them because they think that they are the baddest thing around. Like, I know the most. I'm capable. I have A, B, C, D, F, G powers. Nobody's gonna get the best of me. Well, I can just walk in behind you, take your shit, and walk off. I don't have to confront you to get the shit. I can just go around you. And that's what all these people like. That's what Gene and Gene are doing. They're just going around them. They're not confronting them. They're like, oh, y'all got into a car accident. Let me just, all right, let's go. And off.
Like, hey, thanks for bringing her to the border. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. We got rid of everybody, so we didn't have to worry about shooting up the whole entire town. We didn't have to worry about that.
The town was dead by the time they got there anyway.
The fact that they destroyed the Truman Show.
Yeah.
And they grabbed Jennifer because they couldn't destroy the Truman Show on their own because it's just two of them. I guess they could have if they recruited like their whole little nation of followers. Like
the people in the hamburger place?
The keepers, the hamburger place.
King Burger.
But did y'all catch? I think it was King Burgers, but y'all catch
Reggie King or something like that. King Reggie,
Reggie, King Reg or something.
The main restaurant chick was like telling them that Sai showed up, and they were like, "Well, how did y'all let him in?" And she was like, "He knew the passcode, and
he has the secret decoder ring."
And then the chick Jean was like, "God damn it!" And the dude Jean was like, "She's doing her best."
Exactly, she's just doing what she can with what she has. Don't be mad at her.
It's like,
you know what? While I know that they are supposed to be billed as villains, they are my favorite thing about these episodes.
They are hilarious.
Like you can so much see so much of their actual personalities in these roles, and as soon as I got done with watching these two, I was like, I could tell exactly why these two are married in real life. That is just phenomenal chemistry.
When they were talking about the goddamn alpaca, I was like,
I want to know if they actually choreographed that, because I feel like they did that by themselves. I'm gonna see if I can find that.
I feel the same way. I feel like that's how they really dance together. Like it was natural. Right. I feel like they do that shit all the time on random, Tuesdays. They just
I love that. I love that for them.
Music and dance.
Yeah, they are the standouts. I absolutely love that
season. For them.
I just because they're just like new quirky characters. Like they are so weird, and they are weird in their weirdness, and it's okay.
Yes,
like I'm not mad at it. Like their weirdness makes sense.
It makes sense for the show.
I know that's Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. But I think the female played his wife in Parks and Rec too. I think that's one.
Was Karen on that show? I never watched Parks and Rec.
I think it's her. That's why I'm saying I have to look it up. But the voice, her voice is very distinct.
No, Meeks is about to look it up right now.
Yeah, tell me if she was in Parks and Rec. Also,
I never watched Parks and Rec, but I look at memes enough to where I knew who his character was.
You gotta watch.
But what
girl, I was watching show. I heard his voice. I was like, that's Ron Swanson.
The Last of Us is what I know him from. The Last of Us episode 3 specifically. He was he Bill or Frank?
The gay dude.
I think it was Bill. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Megan.
And he knocked that role out the park
from Will and Grace, but I also think she was in Parks and Rec.
I don't see her in Parks and Rec.
God, it sounds just like her.
I've already passed Will and Grace and Third Rock from the Sun.
Okay,
that's early 2000s.
Who was she? Who was she on Third Rock from the Sun?
Just like her.
Renata Albright. She was only in one episode.
Okay, I was about to say, Third Rock from the Sun. If I ever do get the retro series going, Third Rock from the Sun is definitely going to be on there. I just
remember her mostly from Will and Grace, which is why I call her Karen.
Yeah, that's why I call her Karen too. Yep.
Yeah. Damn, it sounds just like
okay. So, but the way Gene and Jean were moving in the restaurant, where every little thing, every little tick, any time that Karen like completely played into the swag that Sai was giving off. The camera would pan over just enough to see Boy Jean's face, and he was just looking
and
like
Boy Jean was not feeling that.
How
shit.
dare
He
you
was
make
like,
my woman
nah,
smile?
son.
He was clocking that shit immediately. I loved it.
Because Sly was like Chickadee, and she was like Chickadee.
Oh, that's episode 4. That's episode 4, but it's fine. I was like, I don't see that in here. It's episode 4 because it's after Ben comes in and crunch and munch, and they got to go to the backup.
Yeah. Then they have to go and move her.
But
yeah, yeah. So I mean, and that's let's see, 5 and Lila go on their
Impossible adventure,
second misadventure, where season 1, Lost in the Time Slip, 5 is there with his mannequin wife, and he starts shooting at him. So that was actually interesting to see.
Like I looked at IMDb, I didn't see her in there at all. Because even if she had like one episode, it would show up.
I recognized her voice because she has a very distinct.
Who did she play on Parks and Rec? Tammy Swanson, the second. Okay.
I knew it. I knew that was her.
Oh wait, no, there it is. I found it.
Yeah, I usually go straight to Wikipedia for the filmographies.
Yeah,
IMDb
played his wife.
Be random sometimes.
They always play that. They're cute.
I knew it was her because her voice is that's Karen. Like her voice is very distinct. Yes, and I just ran through Parks and Rec like just a couple weeks ago. I just binged it while I'm sewing because I like to sew because I'm a little old lady. So I'll be sewing and watching television shows.
Yep.
But yeah,
that's what we do. That's our life now. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We are in our middle ages, and our main job is getting mad at the grocery store when they change the aisles around. Because now I have to remap the whole damn place. Okay, see, I can't afford Instacart all the time.
I refuse. I don't go in there. I go pick up. I bring it to my car.
I literally don't go to the store anymore. Mm-hmm. Like my daughter today.
It's convenient when you don't need to.
I picked her from school. Like 2 hours later, she was like, "Mom, I need some lotion and some hair ties and some clips and shit." I said, "You better get on DoorDash.
Come on,
Walgreens."
Yep.
Something like I'm in the house.
Yeah,
right. Why didn't you tell me that when I picked you up?
AK,
right when you got into the car.
I said, "Why didn't you tell me that when I picked you up from school and we were out? We could have stopped and got the shit. I'm home now. I'm comfy.
Once I'm home, that's a wrap.
Again. Yeah, I'm here. I'm settled.
The bra is off.
I already poured a glass of wine. Like it's a wrap. Like I'm not going anywhere.
No, thank you.
So she had a DoorDash that straight from Walgreens.
Yep. Come on, baby Sphinx. You're older now. You don't get passes anymore.
Yeah, and she waited till like 2 hours after I picked her up. She was like, "Can we go to the store?" I was like, "Hell no,
absolutely not.
Go to the store on your
absolutely
phone.
not."
Yeah, that's what we're not doing is going to the store right now. Anything else you need, I got you, but we ain't going to the store.
Yeah, but yeah. Once we're in the house, we're in the house.
Elizabeth Hurst, knit. I do cross stitching. This is my current project that I'm working on.
Look at you. Hold on. Wait a minute.
So I'm stitching. This is like it's all blurry.
You're blurry. Yeah, your blur is
like
off.
Background. It's like that's background.
Oh, yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's that is a little better actually. That is awesome.
These are the buildings, really cool. And I'm starting on the water down here, and I got some sky going on up here. So
that is so.
That
hilarious.
Looks super slick.
It's like the whole thing. Oh, that's a background. Why you get your background in the front? That's a background. Blur it. Blur it.
It will be my background when it's complete.
It was like blur it.
Exit. There we go. All right, so yeah, let's finish this bum ass episode. Anyway, the shenanigans at the restaurant. That was a decently cool moment.
But that was 4. You keep going to the restaurant. That's 4. This one is them. What were they doing?
Okay, see, cause that's how much I dislike this.
Listen, this episode was just Lila and 5 figuring the fuck out. Like,
yeah. They went and got shot at.
And look at that.
And they were trying to figure out how the things go. Right now, we still have no information.
Why don't I?
Because they're not giving us any information on it. It's just the thing that's there right now.
They just keep going to the subway, and I don't know why or what's happening or what
exactly.
It means.
Why are you playing in the subway?
Exactly.
Yeah. He can only blink to the subway, but when he wants to, he can blink out of the subway.
That's it, in and out. That's all he can do is blink in and out of the subway.
Yep. He has to, and if they want to try to get anywhere, they have to figure out how the schedules and the lines run to get to where they need to go.
Too much. So that happened, and then what else happened? They figured out. Oh yeah, the jeans had Jennifer, and she woke up, and they gave her that alpaca milk while they was telling her why she.
Wait, no, she woke up in a frock, in a sleeping dress,
as she should. They dressed her.
Ew.
A moo-moo.
Ew.
Yes, they dressed her, and I'm pretty sure Jean with it's Jean with the J, the lady.
J is Karen.
Yes. So Karen was the one who did the dressing because they're
still gross.
They're not weird.
Still gross.
Oh no, it's definitely still gross. But what's even gross for me is the alpaca milk. Like I don't.
Bruh,
you're not just gonna serve me any kind of random milk.
Exactly. You done already kidnapped me. You could at least give me actual sustenance, okay?
Yuck.
I didn't ask to be here. You brought me here.
I'm not even sure I'm eating anything you give me because I don't know y'all psychos. Like this is crazy. Y'all kidnapped me literally.
No, thank
from
you.
the other crazy people I was with.
And you
I'm
drink
still
the
trying
milk?
to wrap my head around.
And they waited until she took a sip to tell her
it was alpaca.
Usually likes alpaca. Well,
girl,
she doesn't. Did you see her face? She didn't like alpaca milk either.
Girl,
why didn't she ask? Why she just take the cup and drink? She was.
I would have been like, I'd have been like, oh my god, it's a cup,
ma'am. Why are you trying to bring logic into this situation?
I'm not even gonna pretend to drink. I'm gonna be like.
Question number one is
not at all.
What is that?
Always.
And still, I'm not going to
violation. 100%.
I can't.
Because I don't know you people. This is crazy. Y'all just dragged me out of a car accident and brought me to your farm, and now you're serving me a white juice. I'm not drinking it.
I don't know what this substance is.
She don't know.
Talking about tell us about and that's the thing. Again, did y'all do all of the proper research that you really needed to do? Because I don't think you did as much in-depth research as you think you did. Because otherwise, you would have known that she was just a child when she was found.
She didn't know anything. Otherwise, it would have been said.
She knows nothing about what's inside of her.
Why did she say that? I don't understand.
She doesn't know. I don't even think she remembers that she said that.
I only think she remembered she remembered the squid, and that was it.
She remembered the squid, and that was it.
That's
and
it.
I'm still wondering how the squid is even there.
They've had to preserve that bitch. They've had
preserve
to
it.
You think that was like the original squid? Like they acquired the actual squid body, or was it just like another big squid? Just to figure out.
I don't know. It might have been the same one. They could have gotten a hold of it.
I think it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be the same one because they said, we got this old friend here that might help you jog your memory.
Child trash.
It doesn't make sense that it would still have any type of sustainability in the membranes. But I mean, I don't know squid.
Yeah, like how long can you preserve squid bodies?
I don't know. I feel like they would have to
formaldehyde
it or I don't want to say laminate because that's paper, but whatever you do to laminate, you know what I'm talking about?
You laminate the squid.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like preserve it in like plastic, but it's not laminating paper, but it's laminating. I'm gonna call it laminate.
You put it in cryo.
Something. That's what they did. I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah, it's another one of those things that just did not make sense.
Hell, even them going to Reggie doesn't make sense. Why the fuck would he know?
More answers.
And they went into him talking all hard as they always do. And top flight security, I guess he was the captain. He was like, "Oh yes, Miss Harsgrave, we've been expecting you."
That shit was hilarious because they was ready to fight, and they was like, "Oh,"
and everybody was looking like, "Huh?"
And Abigail's in there like
playing her heart and soul out.
I'm so glad to see you guys. I've heard so much about you. I guarantee you that man has not said shit to you about these kids.
Who is you? Papa, who this woman?
You ain't heard not a damn thing.
Papa, who this woman?
Who this woman?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd have been like, don't touch me, ma'am.
Absolutely not.
They were just
Victor, I heard you and I have a love of the violin.
And y'all was eating the food she
No.
was serving and drinking the
He's
drink
like,
she was
it's
serving.
more of a love-hate relationship. for me
Again,
with the vibe.
taking food from strangers. Do not take food from strangers.
Set it right down. Not doing it.
Ugh.
That is true. How did Abigail know about all of them?
Exactly.
Reggie had to have told her. He had to have told her.
Why would he have told her though?
But why wouldn't he have?
Well, if this Reggie's a different Reggie, how would he have known them in the first place?
Exactly.
Because for some reason he does know them though already. Like when they, for some reason, he knows them. When they showed up, he wasn't like, "Hey, who are you guys?"
He was like, "Oh, you guys."
Yeah, he immediately went into questioning,
like
judging.
Why out here?
Yeah, what are you doing?
And
what
that's
have you done? You fucked up the Truman Show.
Like,
yeah.
This okay. See, and this is one of the issues that I have with that. Like, again, we know why these kids don't communicate well with each other, because this asshole does not know how to communicate at all. You specifically, this one did not raise them, but he has all of the same notes as the other one. So if you put this town around this girl, because you knew if these kids ever got powers back and they got together, some shit would pop off. Why wouldn't you just tell them? Why would you not tell them what to look out for? Hey, this is some shit that popped off. He could have left the actual death of Ben out of it. He didn't even have to put that in there, but at least give them a heads up. Tell them, so if some other shit starts popping off, they know to look at the clues and like, okay, that's peculiar. So and then maybe we can avoid half of this dumb shit.
Do you think in this timeline that this Reggie knew that Reggie killed Ben when he was giving them their memories back? Do you think he knew that he was about to be the killer?
I'm pretty sure he knew that he did something, but he didn't know.
But he doesn't know exactly what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, why would he show them the memories if he knows that he's the one that it wasn't him? First of all,
that's the thing. It wasn't him, so he wouldn't. It wasn't
him.
So he was like, "What the hell happened?" But he knows that Ben's an issue.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Ben is an issue, and he knows that Ben and Jen together are an issue, and so we need to keep them apart. And he knows that their Reggie permanently kept them apart by, Ben died, so he knows that something happened,
taking him out,
that the memories are gone from it. So the only reason that the memories would be gone is if it involved Reggie. So he was like, here to there to it, so facto.
Right.
Reggie clearly wasn't involved in what the hell happened. So I'm nosy. Let's figure out what the hell happened, because right now we might have to do it again. And you should have, if you wanted to save the world.
Exactly.
But still.
So I might understand that the original Jennifer was killed in the original timeline
with Ben. They both were killed with Ben.
But in this timeline, Jennifer was protected by Reginald in the Truman Show.
And there technically was no Ben and them until they came over.
Exactly.
So there was no Ben in this other timeline.
There was none of them. None of them were in this timeline.
What were the other ones that we saw? Why the Phoenix Academy?
The Phoenix Academy wasn't here.
The Phoenix Academy was in
that was
episode 4?
That was
that in
no
4?
that was in that was in
because
4. That
they
was
were jumping
the one
trying
that
to do shit.
Yeah,
they were trying
the
to
Phoenix
stop
Academy.
it.
They had Klaus still. They had was it Allison that they had? No, it was a guy. It was Alfonso. There was Klaus and Klaus, not Ben.
Luther was there.
Luther was there, but everybody else was different. The one girl that the blind chick from Sparrows, she had
was there.
A one here, but everybody else was different.
Yeah, so can't keep track of all these timelines and different teams and all this shit.
And also,
I hate time travel. I can't stand
that. That is a bullet point that I put down though, because I would have liked to see what was going on with the Phoenix Academy.
I don't want to see what's going on with the Phoenix Academy. I want them to figure the fuck. I want Five and Lila to quit playing in the goddamn subway and say something to somebody before they go. That's what I want. Shit.
Yeah.
Y'all could have got lost.
Bring the whole team and y'all go together and go like on a mission, like as a team.
Something.
Figure out this timeline shit. If y'all are trying to change history, like why would you only send Lila and Five?
If it was anyone else with them, then maybe they could have gotten some semblance of information from the Phoenix team instead of just immediately starting a damn fight because Lila don't know how to shut the fuck up.
I don't think the Phoenix team would have helped anything because they were trying to find their Five's original timeline. That's what they were trying to find. So information from the team wouldn't have mattered because that's not the team he needed to talk to. So he needed to go back, but they're over here playing and shit. Like that's what I don't get. I'm like, so y'all know that there are different,
get lost,
different realities in the subway, but y'all not gonna take the time to look and see what the damn map says to see if there's any type of symbols or anything. Like
absolutely
nothing.
Not.
You're just gonna jump on a subway and be like, okay, we're gonna go 2 over and then we're gonna go 2 back. Like, yeah.
Why are you again? Don't bring logic into this. It has no place here.
Stupid. So now what? I just like I hate that. I hate that. It frustrates me to no end. Nobody is together, and then you got the what's his name? When they finally did come back from playing, not before they got lost, they all there with Reggie and them. I'm just like, okay,
everybody
so
ends
I
up
figure out what
there,
happened to Ben. Okay,
and they all start talking, and then we do end up seeing once they get in the machine. And also, I do not blame Lila and Five for not wanting to get in because I wouldn't have did that shit either.
I wouldn't have gotten that shit either.
I will let y'all do it and then tell me about it.
Yeah, let me know what you saw and then film me.
I wasn't there. What I need to see it for.
But why Lila tell this man we need to take a break?
Because she tired.
And then put that shit in his mouth real quick and run off.
Because she's like, listen, I'm having so much fun exploring these other realities and worlds.
Because she has been itching to get out of the house. That's why.
Like
Lila needs a vacation. Stat.
He told him we need to take some space and put his ass in the thing and then walked away.
Look, he asked. Okay, he asked.
I can't.
He been saying, and also didn't he say something about divorce in episode 1 or 2 or something? Just trying to be slick, talking to her. I don't remember what they were talking about.
He said we're gonna raise our kids in a broken home.
In a broken home, yeah, because he thought he
thought
her
Five was a little Greek dude.
Yeah.
I
can't.
But then even after she told him it was Five, he was still acting shady. He was still like, well, why him and not me? Like, what's
because she can't do nothing with you, you stupid.
Ever. Ever. She can actually have a conversation with Five.
Not even a conversation.
They are always on some bullshit.
They both can listen to each other. You don't in the firefight, y'all was too busy yelling at each other, and eventually he just jumped up and did something. Like, sir, you don't know what your powers are doing.
Can y'all imagine Diego in the keepers meetings? Like, he would just jump up and try to jujitsu people and shit.
Yes. It would have ended faster than when Ben comes in near the end of this and he takes out the whole farm.
Diego is jealous because Five is in the CIA. He feels that that's where he should be.
He is.
It's detecting. It's feeling like he's making a difference because he wants to be. He wanted to be a vigilante.
He wants to do all that. I mean, see, and that's the thing that's been the whole his whole MO for this whole season up to this point is, bro, if you want to actually have the qualifications to get there, then put the work in. Prove that you actually belong there.
So what you're saying is
that's logical.
If you want to be somebody,
why would he do that?
If you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. That's what you're saying.
Pay attention.
Come on. That's what you're saying.
Come
on. Come on. That's what you're saying.
Attention.
That's what you're telling me. Yeah. I agree.
But this is Diego we're talking about, and Diego don't do logic.
Diego's stupid.
He thinks
Diego can do this fight. He think he's a detective and an agent,
and he can't even fight that well. He can't even fight that well, though.
I'm just disappointed. I have to make an addendum to my he is very jealous to this season because the more I think about it, the more I'm just getting frustrated.
Yes, pretty much everyone was able to do something, even though I know Luther was down bad, but even he was still making moves on his own to try to get shit together, and still running the family newsletter. So, like, he was literally the glue holding all these assholes together.
He was shaking his ass, and he was trying to maintain the family.
I have a question though. Why did he have to get the 8 body back?
I don't know.
That's part of his powers.
I didn't think that was.
No, it's not. No,
they did.
You remember when they were
life.
kids? He had those powers already. He had the super strength.
And he looked just fine. It was an accident.
It was an accident. They had to take that. Was it like some blood from Pogo? Is that his name?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was like 8 blood or something like that.
Yeah, some type of surgery or something or other that they had to infuse his blood into Luther, and that's what gave him the half 8 bod. That happened as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
That's not original tied to his powers. I thought it was, but then Fandom and DJ reminded me
again
in this one. Yeah.
In this one, that's what they did, but that's just so horrible.
Linked to his powers in some way because it was part of his DNA, and now when he has his powers, he has the 8 body. I don't know. They don't tell us anything. I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it. That's what I'm saying, because they didn't need to do that. Like, of all of the body issues that this man had, and then we get to this season, and he up on a stripper pole wearing a G-string.
Living his best life.
And then right when he's comfortable enough to do that, but then you give him all this 8 body back. I mean, technically it worked for him because he did get a raise and got bumped up.
He got bumped up to prime time
and shipped out
to prime time and shipped out. He gets to go perform in Atlantic City now.
And he got flued out. Yeah.
So I get it. I guess the straight ladies in that town like the hair. So cool for them.
I don't know. The first ones around the way though, they were scared when
they was like, the enthusiasm that brings you back. It was
exactly. They were scared for a hot second. I think
you got to know what you're going in to see.
Yes.
You got to
also
be prepared.
It was the wrong crowd. It was the wrong crowd. That's why the primetime gigs, they want.
They don't care.
All of that.
Yeah.
And they will pay top dollar for it.
Yeah. Give us the weird. Give us the weird.
Yes, 100%. Diego has
all the way
his ass all the time, and it literally takes shit blowing up and someone getting to near death for Diego to start paying attention and say, "Oh,
and you know
okay.
what?
I'm sorry.
I really like Diego, like as a character. Like I like the person.
I just hate.
Yeah,
I hate how he's acting.
I hate how he moves.
Stupid.
I hate how he's acting right now. It's not.
Yeah. And he doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be, because even with all the bullshit that he's done in the past seasons, he was still on an adult type level.
He still made moves that made sense, but now he's just playing
exactly
and floundering.
Member of the team, he's always been reliable, and
he's number 2.
Depend on him. He's number 2. Yeah, like he's a good dude, but right now he's like in this slump, and I'm tired of hearing his shit. I'm tired of him trying to be a top flight security of the world.
Top flight security.
Don't nobody need that.
He is absolutely trying to start his own thing. It's not this episode where they get to the CIA. Well, no, they get there, but they don't get the full.
I think that's 5.
Until
no. This is 4.
It's
no,
4.
Yeah, near the end. That's when they go, but they don't get the full. They don't get the full tour until episode 5. Yeah. Which I will say on that scene, when they actually do get there, I know there's a little bit we need to talk about before that.
But she don't know
that small conversation. No, for episode 4.
Okay, I'm like episode 4. I'm like
episode 4 notes.
Okay.
No, because remember they showed them in the hallway.
Yeah.
For episode 4, and Diego, I don't remember how they got on to the conversation, but Luther was like, "Oh yeah, I got a G-string on." He was like, "Why do you have a G-string on?" And Luther was like,
"That's why
you don't."
Yeah.
Why are you surprised that he don't have a G-string?
He was like, "Okay," before, because he was waving around. He was like,
"What type of fucking parties y'all used to go to?"
He was like, "Hey, be careful with the suit."
Lives that G-string life. He's about that G-string. That's his daily attire. Okay.
See, and this is what I was saying. Like, he don't have no other drawers besides that.
I mean, even the suits were the rip-away suits. Ones, man. Like that's why he said be careful with the suits. He was like, just be careful with the suits. It's like it's not that type of suit. It's a different type of suit. But Diego was so high on his.
Diego don't give a damn.
Look at the greatness of the CIA. Not realizing that Luther was trying to tell you that your suit was not a real suit.
Calm down.
Not a real suit.
Even the shit. Yeah, you'll see what me when you watch it. But also he looks at him where he says, "Oh no, we got to go get dressed for the party." And he looks at like, "Bro, did you take those shades off a dead dude?"
I saw that. Yeah,
Yes.
he's like, "Do you take those
Like,
off
come on, Diego. Like, I know you down bad, baby boy, but come on. The absurdity.
Oh, that is trifling.
But all right, let's see what are the other big notes here. We touched on Klaus being trafficked. And again, I'm still don't understand
I'm done.
Why. I just
I'm done.
He put himself into trafficking.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't even understand.
He put himself into that, and no. Let's wrap him up, because the one last note we have here at the end of this is the stupidest shit ever. How are you the freaking Lord of the Dead, sir, and you let yourself get trapped in a grave? What? How?
Well, how was he supposed to get out?
They were shooting. The
same way. The same way that he was fighting in what was it? Season 2 when they showed that flash of them and where he was controlling the dead. Like,
did he ever do that in the battle?
Yeah, or was it somebody else? I don't think he ever did that again.
Wasn't he doing something like that?
That was when 5 jumped ahead in a timeline, but I don't know if that actually happened for them in that season.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
As ramped up as everyone's powers are, I believe we were shown that because of what they to see their full potential of what they can.
But he would have to learn how to do that,
bro.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the little clip, because it was the what is it?
It was an opening.
My
Way. It was an opener.
Yeah, it was an opening. They were playing My Way. I remember that because I liked the song with it. But I'm like, I don't know if they actually did that scene in that season like that. I can't remember, and I'm not going back to look.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go back to look.
I can't remember. That's
too much.
So I'm like, so he might not know how to do it.
What I'm saying though, but he's still he's I think we concluded that he was seeing the spirits already. So
he was seeing the puppies.
Why? Well, that's what we saw. But didn't y'all say earlier y'all thought he was already seeing stuff? So that's why he was trying to preemptively.
I thought that he was preemptively doing the drugs so he wouldn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, to try to fight them off before they started to show up, because he knew it was going to happen. Like, he knew they were coming.
Everyone's powers are ramped up somehow, so I guess that's what made sense in my brain. To where, bro, you are in a cemetery. I think you can conjure up the ghost of Lassie and tell her to go get little Timmy because you're stuck in a well.
Listen, he would have to think
something.
About that.
It just didn't make sense.
I'm like, I don't know. First of all, if you're getting out of a grave and you know somebody is shooting on this side, why don't you get out on that side?
Get out the other side.
Get out on the other side.
And they were shooting each other. Also, first of all, Klaus, again, you're not stupid, my dude. So you gave this girl only half the information, and she clocked you on it because she came and caught you. You didn't even move slick enough to not get caught. But then the guy you ran from now also has caught up with you. And in the minutes that they were fighting and shooting each other, where everybody was knocked out, you took the time to sit there and be like, oh my God, I didn't see this coming, blah, blah, blah. Why didn't you just hurry up and crawl your ass out the damn grave and run?
That's drama. That's
you stayed there way too long.
Yeah, that's a plot device. Just to get caught.
Mine would have just been to exit on the other side, not this side. But this side of the grave.
Bro, I would have grabbed that shit. Like, I wouldn't even have looked at it until I was in safety. And then I would have
that's the thing.
It up.
That's why she caught him. Because he sat there being happy, going through how many bricks was in there.
You don't have money.
Why didn't you just hurry up? I wouldn't even done that. I wouldn't have even opened the bag because there's literally only one thing in there to get. Grab the bag and run.
Mm-hmm.
Do not leave out the exit that you came in.
Mm-hmm.
Find another way out.
But I'm just like, I can't. So that's why he's stuck. He's stuck like Chuck.
And so
he's stuck.
So yeah.
Well, I haven't seen.
I just wanted to wrap him up because that's the last thing on him.
I have.
It's not going to change your feelings. That's all I'll tell you. It's not going to change your feelings.
You see my face?
Okay.
You can't see. You can't see AK's face.
Okay. I see it. I see it.
You see my face. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I had some high hopes, but okay.
Listen.
Nope. Don't do that. Don't do that ever again.
Nope. And it's right. Ben is in this episode, isn't he? He's in episode 4 for a little teeny tiny bit, right?
Yeah, that's when they bang it out.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They had the relationship after he broke her out of the Gene and Jean situation.
Once he came through and he did his Doc Ock
tentacle situation
routine.
The massacre.
And they had separate rooms for a second.
And then they were like smash bang.
Then they were like, okay, we can't stay. The attraction was too strong.
And then they started.
Yeah, what is that? What is the other thing called?
Durango.
Durango. That which is
the Durango and Marigold.
Who came up with these names?
Mixing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Marigold, I always thought sounded kind of cool, but Durango is like kind of stupid.
That's a truck.
It's literally an SUV.
It's a
you
truck.
know what? It probably we're thinking about it in English terms. It probably means something different in what's his name, Reggie and Grace's language. Maybe possibly. I don't know. They're aliens.
Yeah,
their native tongue isn't English.
That is
true.
That
is
They're not from Earth.
Earthly word.
It's an earthly word, but that doesn't mean that it means the same thing to them.
Yeah, because for us, marigold is a flower and a color. For them, it's the sparkly doodads.
For them, it's the magic juice.
It's the sparkleization situation.
Sparkleization situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Is there anything else?
Oh man, there's when they went into the machine, we saw what happened with Ben, and we see exactly why Ben was number 6, because he follows directions even worse than Diego. I did make a note, the X-Men helipad that was on the roof looked kind of cool, but bro, you live downtown. Like, how you got the secret base
clearance
downtown?
Helicopter there for real,
and it wasn't even a high-rise building.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not enough clearance. They was hitting all types of shit, wires and everything.
Oh my guy,
getting caught in them the propellers,
and they weren't camouflaged at all. Like people could see.
Are we talking about when the kids went out to go on the mission?
Yes.
When they found Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
In a pod or a box or some shit.
And what kind of stood out to me? I was like, it's crazy that this grown man is literally sending kids out on these dangerous missions.
To secure the situation.
Yes, these very important things, but also he still brought his ass too. Because when Ben opened up that shit and brought Jennifer out, his ass was right there.
Pow. Pop, pop.
Pow, pow, pow.
Radioed and said, Dad, we have a problem. I'm thinking Hargreaves is the guy in the chair, and he's sitting out there like, you know what? Fast. Okay, he didn't get there that fast. He went with them. They just didn't know that.
I'm like, I can't.
Which is wild, and he capped them so quick. Like, bruh, you want to talk about trauma? No wonder you had to erase that from their memory.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how he just shot them, but didn't shoot the other kids who are also witnesses.
Right,
but
exactly.
He knew he could wipe their memories, but at first
he really needed both of them dead.
But they're still going to react initially until you wipe their memories.
Yeah,
they're all going to be really fucked up about it. And be like, Dad, what the fuck? Like, you just killed Ben. Like, how did he get them to come back home? You know, it's all okay. Don't worry about it. Sit in the chair. Let me just wipe your memory real quick. Like, you know, like, how did he get them to comply after they saw him murder Ben?
I feel like they would have wanted to go home to their mother and Pogo. Because they're not getting any type of comfort.
Get some hot chocolate.
Nothing from him, so they would go home to the people who would care about them to get that. But
it's still scary because they're going home with him too, and he's obviously a killer.
Yes,
yeah.
But we don't think about that. They just want to get home to the mom or get home to their comfort, and those two people were their comfort.
Yeah, I just wonder like how he got them to comply to lay down and get their memories wiped. I wonder about these things. I have questions.
If he was really about it, he would just drug them and move them and do it. He probably,
or no, he should honestly, if he was really worried about it on that level, and like Meeks said, if he was actually about it, he would have just took them all out. But he was in his hubris. He still wants to be, because he still wants to be seen as this big hero savior to the rest of the world. Remember, it's his hubris that actually, you know what? No, let me zip that out.
Well, you got to think about it. His goal at the time was trying to get his wife.
Yeah.
For that timeline, he had Luther up on the moon watching his wife.
On the moon watching her, yeah.
So that's part of that.
And if the world ended, prematurely because they touched each other. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
Trash. It's very Dr. Freeze.
It is.
Dr. Mr. Freeze from DC. So
Yes.
yeah. That's how that worked out. And it do like that Ben Straight said that, I don't give a fuck about what Dad said. There's somebody trapped in here. Like, is we heroes or not?
And that's why he did.
And that's why you're dead.
And that's why his ass got killed.
That's
I will say though, he did kind of try to avoid the situation though, because he was gonna stay home and let Victor go. But
I didn't want to go in the first place. I can't.
Victor was geared up. She had the mask on and everything.
Look, hey, I can sub in. Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
He was like, you're trash.
Reggie was like, take that shit off.
He was like, you look ridiculous.
You look dumb.
What the fuck do you mean?
He was like, a stupid ass.
That's
my beef.
Hero attire. Like, how do I look stupid?
Like, take that mask off.
The exact same mask that everybody else is wearing.
This is what everybody else wears. Yeah,
and that's my beef. That's what I'm saying. That's my beef with that Reginald. Now, all of them are assholes. Don't get me wrong, but that one is especially egregious. Like
that one just didn't give
my dude.
Fuck. He didn't give a
at
fuck.
all.
Nah.
Oh,
I'm surprised.
Like, don't talk to me. That breath stinks.
Dad. I'm surprised they didn't just refer to him as Reggie.
Did you scrape your tongue?
Right.
Smells like ass. He's gonna tell you all about your business. I'm like, oh my god. I can count on that. I can count on him doing that. Like, I'm not mad at it. But I mean, now they know why Ben is so important, kind of. They know about the Durango. They know about the Marigold. They know they got to get Ben. They know Ben walked away to find Jennifer. So now they got to find Jennifer and Ben before it's too late. And didn't they split up here? Or no, they split it up. They split up at the when they
once they got to the farm. Once they got to the farm,
once Reginald got the word.
Lila and Five start their side quest through the station again. Diego and Luther go and get changed, and they go to the CIA.
Allison,
and again, I'm sorry. I know there are times I have beef. Well, it's only been a few hours. It's only been a few hours, and she. What is Claire like? 14, 15?
Something like that.
They've been driving for more than a few hours.
Yeah, they've been gone for like it's like a day.
Since the last time they talked.
It's been at least a couple of days.
Why do I think? Wait! Who did she leave them with? She left them with Lila's family, didn't she?
Oh no, you're right. She was staying the night with Lila's kids.
Yeah, and she didn't come back to get her. So I mean, if it were me, the kid that I was watching would have still been at my house if I knew their parent wasn't home or they didn't come pick them up.
Well, I don't know, because it's around Christmas time, so it could have been like a school thing where she was, because they were able to walk home from school, so it could have been like a weekend thing with the party.
It was still school days.
It could have been.
So it could have been.
It could have been, but yeah, she left her with people. So,
and then she came back to the house.
She wasn't by herself.
Sans people.
And she came back to the house for whatever her reasons. They didn't show us.
Klausing it up. Got yelled at.
Explain to me this whole road trip that they went on, but Klaus and Allison are able to get back to the house like this
immediately.
But they've been driving for hours. Everybody vomiting. They blew up the van. They're all sorts of shit.
You know what it is?
But they get back home like this.
Meeks, read my brain. What am I thinking?
I don't know, because I just did Bewitched.
All roads lead back to Thrones. We are with Littlefinger's travel services, getting you where you need to be whenever, no matter time or physics.
Yeah, first of all, when Klaus
it took Robert Baratheon a whole ass month to get from King's Landing to the north, and next thing we know, everybody just zipping around the realm within 5 minutes.
I opened the door and closed the door, and now I'm at King's Landing.
And now I'm here. I'm home.
I was in the Vale, but now I'm not.
Klaus just walked back to the house after they've been driving for hours and hours.
Hours and hours, but he walked
back to the house. And Allison does too.
Yep.
I was like, how these people get home so fast? Like,
doesn't matter.
But I did appreciate her going back home to talk to Claire about
immediately. As soon as Claire was like, ABCD, baby, I'm on the way.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
there's a lot of things that can be said about Allison. She loves her baby.
She does,
and she loves her brother.
She loves her daughter very much.
She does.
Even with the bullshit,
She was going.
Once they talk about it, and again, it's her daughter that says, "Why do you keep looking out for him if he keeps fucking up?" Well, that's my brother.
That's my brother. And they were like, okay,
and that's it.
And she said, okay, so when are we gonna go look for him? Like right now? Is it now? Because we're gonna go.
Right.
Now.
And this again is why I have to say I love Allison, because you can very clearly tell how she's been raising this little girl. And she comes in, she pops off a little bit. And
like, okay, we got.
And then she says, "Well, we shouldn't be saving him." Blah blah blah. And then she sits for like 2 seconds. And so Allison's like, "So you want to go look?" And she's like, "Yeah. Let's
like,
give it one more try. We'll go see."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And also that she knew immediately where to go first.
Mm-hmm.
And Klaus, again, you're a fucking cunt. This little baby boo that already knew where to bring her mama to get you. And there's one thing. I want to say we could leave it for the next one, but I'm just curious because it's nothing to do with the plot. But why don't any of these kids have powers? Claire, I suppose I could understand why she doesn't, because only one of her parents were powered technically.
I don't know,
but Diego and Lila, and Lila especially, is hella powerful.
I don't know. They never said
why aren't none of these kids exactly? Why aren't any of these kids like sneezing and blinking out of existence for a day or two, and then coming back?
Maybe it's just not genetic. Maybe they actually need the marigold in their system. Maybe
but the marigold is in their is in their system, because it had to be pulled back out, didn't it?
No, it was already gone when they had the kids.
Yeah. That's right. Fair enough. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just see that again though is one of my frustrations, because that's also, if you want to give us some side quests, do that. Not all this extracurricular shit where we have to run around the whole map and we still don't have any answers for anything, and we're all
separated doing,
and there's only
and all of us are equally
2
confused.
episodes left. Boo.
I
wanted to love this season. I really did.
I can't.
Save it for Friday.
Well, no, I'm trying to think, because I don't want to spoil it or anything, but I will say that I liked the ending, but I don't think
it's the journey there.
Yeah, it's the journey to it. It was like we needed more seasons, and we needed like to stretch out and to like delve deep into this, like the subway system. That would have been so cool to have.
So, that's the misadventure that we needed. Everybody should have been down there, and Lila and Five getting lost makes sense.
I was pissed.
Everybody should have been in there.
Everybody should have been down there.
Navigate this subway to go to to find the clues,
to find the correct
another
timeline,
2 or 3 Hargreaves, maybe get some type of different information.
Save Ben.
Yeah,
maybe run up on another disjointed team, and this is where they could have incorporated the Phoenix crew into and. If Nikki watches this later, I know she's gonna chuckle because I'm calling it the Phoenix set, because it's something special for our writing group. Inside joke. If they would have brought in the Phoenix crew a little bit more, I think seeing their dynamic and within this, like, yo, all hands on deck, we need help. Here's the fuck shit that's going on. Dad's an asshole, so let's just leave him out of the equation. Why don't y'all come help us? So then maybe we could help you not turn into us in the future, or in your future, however the timelines might split. But we could have had all of these places where they went to, all these side quests could have made sense.
Nothing.
But they didn't give us the journey.
Nothing makes sense.
And again, all roads lead back to Thrones. This is totally Daenerys going ape shit, and supposedly the Targaryen madness taking over when there were no breadcrumbs for that at all.
That's
she just
one of
had
my
a bad
biggest
PMS day,
and I'm upset.
She's highly charged and angry.
Her whole deal was that she was not crazy. Like, that's her whole platform that she ran her campaign on.
And even then,
she wasn't
not a crazy Targaryen.
And even then, the crazy Targaryen thing was still just something they put in there, because out of all the Targaryens, how many of them were actually fucking insane? Who
was? See, and I know very specifically. Tone did a video about that. Was it a video or did he just mention on the stream? But one of them times, I know Teflon talked about that. What is actually the Targaryen madness? And I know this side quest, y'all. Y'all know how we do. What is the Targaryen madness? Because name the mad Targaryens. Aerys, okay, definitely, but he wasn't born like that. That was definitely PTSD because he was locked up and tortured for a year. Then there's Aerion. Aerion just had fucking problems. Okay, yeah, the motherfucker thought he was gonna turn into a dragon after drinking wildfire. Why are you drinking wildfire, dumbass?
Sir, that's
I don't give a fuck if you're a Targaryen. You can still burn.
That's hot.
So there's that, and then there's Maegor. Even he's that's questionable. He was doing some fuck shit. Don't get me wrong. I do agree, but there's I think the differences in calling him mad versus just being very bloody about how he went about doing shit. So I mean, outside of those three, who else was there? I'll wait. Anybody that's listening, put something in the comments if you hear this later. Who else besides those three?
So I'm just like trash. So but yeah, but that's where I am. I've got nothing else.
So yeah, that's some of the BS.
That's all I have.
There. Yeah,
I'm just really disappointed.
Yeah, better writing and storytelling.
This is their last season, and they're not more together by the half point of the season.
Exactly.
They gotta wrap all this up in just a couple episodes.
In 2 episodes.
In 2 hour-long episodes, I think. They're both an hour apiece.
Yeah, they didn't even give us more time.
It wasn't even an hour 30. It's an hour apiece.
Nope.
So
for
I'm like,
6 episones, your last season, that shit should have been popping off. Everything going, answers,
heavy,
solving plot lines.
None of these
filling
episodes that just exactly. All we got in these 2 episodes, and that's why I put the tag behind this. You know, some stuff happened. This was a bunch of stuff. Like y'all said a whole lot, but you didn't say shit. All at the same time. And it's very disappointing because this show just there's so many different things that you could have done. Whenever you bring time travel in as a subplot, you can utilize that in some very cool ways to enhance the bigger picture. And they dropped the ball. I don't know what happened outside of the writer's strike. I don't think that's it. I think there was other things going on.
I think they were just trying to rush.
Because it seemed like they had a full story there, but then they have to chop it down to 6 episodes. So now all the shit just looks disjointed. Sadly.
Pretty much.
The time travel, you gotta give it more time. Like you have to explain things.
Exactly.
Nope.
Have people
no
jumping all around time and space, and you don't tell us how it works.
Littlefinger's travel service is getting you where you need to be, no matter how long it was supposed to take you. You leave that logic at home. So yeah, so that was episodes 3 and 4. Like
let's rate them. Are we rating them as a pair or rating them individually?
I mean, we can do both.
Okay.
Overall, I would say with both added in, like maybe a 6 total. But
girl, come on.
Episode 3, I'm gonna go with like a 5. Episode 4, I'm gonna go with like a 4.2.
I don't even know. I think collectively I'll give them like, and this is negative, but like a 5.
Girl, speak your truth. Living your truth.
I just feel like there's too many unanswered questions. There's too much shit going on. And I have half the time, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like I'm watching, I don't understand. I don't know why you're here, why you're there, like why you're doing this, why that person's doing that. Like I just need more exposition, I guess. And I'm just not getting it. So I'm just left here to try to figure shit out on my own, which is
or disregard a bunch of stuff and just be like, okay.
Or just disregard it. Yep. Like the one really
just chalk it up to it's just weird. So I'd accept it because it's Umbrella Academy and shit gets weird.
Like we know what happens when their same selves are in the vicinity of each other. I think that's something else that could have come into play here because we did run into season 1, 5, Lost in Time Slit. That could have been a thing. If you could have possibly got him to stop shooting at you and talk while he's probably already in the stages of losing his mind because we saw he did have his mannequin wife there. He probably would have been
mannequin wife.
He probably would have, at least if you tried to speak to him,
Was it Dottie?
would have been able to get through that? I think I want to say Doris.
Doris
sounds.
I can't remember.
Doris sounds right. I don't know.
Dolores.
Lady V or Elizabeth.
Dolores.
Y'all know Dolores. Thank
Dolores.
you.
Okay, yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, see, that's why I will always ask the chat so I don't have to type shit.
Listen, I'm typing. You know me, I'm gonna type it. I'm like, I'm gonna type.
So yeah, what's your ratings there then, Meeks?
I'm gonna say together a 6, and episode 3, I'm gonna say a 5, and episode 4, I'm both giving both 5s at this point. I'm just like, okay,
yeah,
okay,
like it was there.
There's a lot of people who are doing a lot of things that were getting on my nerves, but yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
I do want to say one thing I did think was pretty cool was when Ben and Jennifer finally did hook up, like the effect that it had on the area around them, and how like people died, they killed people like while they're hooking up. I was like, okay, this is a good example. It shows us and explains what happens when they're powered.
Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor, Sphinx? Can you put that on like a Word doc or write it in a notebook that's going to be next to your PC when we stream on Friday, and put an asterisk next to that, because I have questions about that scene, but I can't get into it here without going into talking about episode 5. So
okay, yeah, I'll bring it.
Put a pin in that, please.
Talk about the sexy time.
No, well, I'm not. No, it's not the sexy time. The sexy time technically doesn't matter. Although I will say, I want to know how they're not seeing that when they touch each other, they're glowing and shit.
Come on,
like, what the wrapped up in the moment that they don't even realize that they're glowing and destroying the world.
Bullshit.
Because the sex is that good.
I refuse to believe Ben is that good.
I'm sorry. Listen, we're together and we're in each other's faces and we're both glowing. That means when I open my eyes, me and you are red. Why we red?
Why we kissing and you red?
Maybe
I'm
this
like,
is a volatile reaction. Hold on, bro.
I'm looking down like, where's the red coming from?
Like, wait, am I red too? We both
red? Like, so we red?
Like you saw what his hand, what his arm, his forearm looked like when Sai rolled up on him. It looked like it was like red splotchy bark skin. Bro, you not touching me. What? Ew.
Yeah, Lady V, we are going to be back here on Friday.
Wait. Was the Captain America thing? It's in my notes. Was it in episode 4 or is that episode 5? Never mind. If you're not recalling, then it's
I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
The callback to there was a callback to Captain America. But I don't think it was in 4. I think I maybe just had remembered it while I was doing the rewatch, and I put it on the list. But yeah, put a pin in that one too, Sphinx. When you watch, you'll get it. As soon as you see it, you'll get it.
I got my little notebook. I'm gonna put it in my little notebook.
Grazie, amor. Appreciate that. You're awesome. All right, so yeah, that's the stream of the tomfoolery for these episodes. Yeah, it right. It looks like a horrible skin rash.
I'm good. I'm allergic to everything.
Come on, man.
I don't need it. I know.
Yes. We are back on Friday to wrap up, and then next Monday we will be doing the Rings of Power. Sphinx, I don't know if you're into the Lord of the Rings, but if you want to come through for that, you're welcome to.
I do watch the Rings of Power. I watch everything, AK. I told you this. I watch.
I'm super excited.
If it exists in the universe, I'm watching it.
I hope that it came on tonight.
I'm going to work on those thumbnails. So let me know who's your character, and I can do.
Well, I want to be cute on a thumbnail for once. I'm gonna pick a girl.
You didn't think you was cute, Klaus Meeks?
No.
Are you Klaus too?
not cute.
Yes, both of y'all are Klaus.
I'm not cute.
AK, yours looks awesome. You look
I
like
know.
a perfect
Hers
fucking
always looks good. I'm like,
Victor.
I don't know how, bro.
You
I do
just
not know
awesome
how. All right,
Victor.
hold
I
on,
think
hold
you're
on.
trying
Let
to
me.
sabotage, and that is disrespectful for your friends.
The lies you tell.
I haven't told any lies.
Rude.
I have not. Been
I
rude.
would never.
You got some
I would
explaining to
never.
do.
I'm looking at the characters
Alright,
trying to figure out
hold
what
on.
character.
Nah, let
That
me
man's
let me go to the pictorials.
There's
Un
only like,
momento.
well, no, there's a handful of.
Where's my folder?
Let me go to the cast. Let me go to the cast, okay? Because that's importante. Because I'm trying to be cute.
All right,
I
so
look crazy for all of them.
because you can't always just like click on the thumbnail. So let me put the overlay up. So okay, see this is what they're talking about. Klaus was their favorite character. There
we're both Klaus.
I look insane.
We were both Klaus.
I look insane.
I had to mirror them, and y'all know Victor's my dude. So
I look like my name is
Victor.
Bortha. Not Bertha,
Yeah.
but Bortha.
But was the double chin necessary, Alicia?
Come on, I have one too.
I do not have control over that.
Was that really called for?
I'm gonna blame you.
I do not have control over that.
I'm gonna say
I took the picture that you sent me, and I click the face swap with the wallpaper
here,
and
here,
it
my
swaps.
face swap. I'm gonna tell you who I'm face
If you want to send me,
send
me a different picture, I will happily use a different picture.
So
I cannot change the dimensions like
problem. That. I gotta smooth it out.
That's not my fault.
Okay, I put it in the private chat. That is who I want to be for Rings of Power, and I better be fucking.
Thank
cute.
you.
You hear me?
Thank you, Lady V.
I better be cute.
Oh, for God's okay.
I gotta look.
Oh wait, is that which one
be.
is that?
That's the queen who lost her eyesight at the end of season 1.
I gotta go back. I'm gonna have to watch the finale again.
You remember they was all on the field because the mountain exploded and everything went to hell. The queen who lost her eyesight in that.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be that little dwarf chick, the black chick.
I'm trying to be cute.
That's me. That is exactly who is my favorite.
I am picking pretty bitches so that I too may be a pretty bitch on a thumbnail.
She's pretty too. Damn,
I'm talking about mixed with me.
She talking about her blended mix.
Okay. See, okay, y'all don't even need to be here for the rest of this conversation. I appreciate y'all coming out. Lady V,
thank you so
Elizabeth,
much.
Mother Roan. Thank you very much for coming through and hanging with us for this discussion. If you're free on Friday evening, come back. We're gonna wrap up the season and then prepare for our next things. I know we've been putting off doing Interview with the Vampire for like a few months now. I still haven't started the rewatch either. So I think we are gonna go back to doing 2 shows. Because Rings of Power, I believe, is week by week. They're not dropping the whole thing at once.
No, but the first 2 episodes.
The first 2 will be on. Okay.
Tomorrow.
So episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Starts tomorrow. Episode 1 and 2 we will do on Monday, and then on Wednesdays is when we will start doing our retro watches.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Interview with the Vampire is slated unless something changes. That's what we're going to talk about on Wednesday. So yes, again, thank you all for being here. We will see you hopefully on Friday. Peace out.
Bye.